I'm live. It's Wednesday. Another Hubba Day, also known as Wednesday. Right? Lily? Hi, dos amigos. I hope you're well. Let me go find myself over on my iPad. At least I'll see whether anybody's here or not. It's a little slow going on Wednesdays. Hi, Nettie. Hola. I hope your headache's gone. I hope you're feeling better. Hi, Marguerite. Hi, Pam. Nettie's saying hello to everyone. Hello, hello. Belinda's here. Hello, Belinda. Thanks for stopping by on Hub Day or Hump Day or Wednesday or just getting through the weekday. But the week, I think that whole thing Wednesday, I think it's a mental thing, but it's true when I was working. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad you're better. Yeah. Now, do you have migraines? I mean, do you have special migraine medicine or you just take whatever over the counter stuff? I'm glad it's better. Now I'm going to knock on wood and say I've never had a migraine. So I've been very fortunate. I mean, I had a really bad headache once when I got sun poisoning, and maybe that was probably considered a migraine, but I'm not sure. But I'm glad you're better. No, you just stay in the dark, yeah, and try to keep it quiet as possible, I would imagine. Gosh, that's hard. I know people suffer from them chronic, and they get Botox injections, which they use for. Hi, Aunt Beck. Good to see you. Thrifting away, along. Earplugs, yeah, that makes sense. Dark and block out as much sound as you can. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm going to do a quick flip through because I know everybody, hi, Andrea, is probably sick to death. Well, maybe not to death of my roaring 20s, but I am going to say it is 99.9% done. The only thing I haven't done is the cover, which is a pretty big thing not to have done. But I'm still pondering that. So let me just do that quickly. I'm very happy with it. It weighs about, oh my God, a lot because I've added so much to it. And let me see if I can't get it in view. Let me move some of this other stuff. I was messing around earlier. Let me see if I can't get it straight and in view. Guess I can move the camera up a little bit. Straighten it out. So obviously something has to go here. Now what it's going to be, honestly, I don't know. I have the cloth for this that I could glue on the cover. I have the piece of material. So here we go. Belly band, some pictures, and then I have covered them with lined paper so they really become journal cards. We just are going to go in here. And then I made these tags, and this opens up, and there's more journal spots in here. And I won't close that up now, but that's And there's that little girl that I really liked a lot. I think she's so whimsical. I don't know if you can see her or not. Okay. In the pocket. And these are all journal cards too. And that they stick in here like so. And then here's another one of the things that came out of the ephemera pack. And there's this lady. And then this is completely, you can actually go through this. And then here's one of my first edges. And that becomes a tuck spot. And this is another thing that came out of the ephemera pack. The household rule, cleanliness and how attained. And then this opens up for a handy dandy ruler. Hi, Anina. So that just tucks under here like so. So that's one of my edges. Oops, and this goes back here. Here are some more pictures. This is another journal spot. These pictures, again, I got from the Library of Congress, I do believe. Just typed in wearing 20s. And this is one of my cloth paper dolls. And here's a little tag I made. And I'm using bull pens to attach the tags to the pages. This is from the Timmy pack. This wallpaper flower. And then these are Saturday Post. And I turned these into journaling. Hi, Safia. I turned these into, I said hi to Andrea, I think. Hi again. Again, little journaling spots and a little tuck spot. I left this alone because this is original 1924 paper that I got out of a fun bundle from Pam from Paper Outpost that I bought a couple of years ago. So I didn't want to really do much to this because this is the real deal. That's not a replica. And then I have little pockets here. And that's what I did with all of these little things. I took them apart. And then you can, kind of, if you want, you can kind of look at them in these little pockets. And some more of those. And this is a page out of a book that I bought that, hi, Rachel, welcome. That I tore apart. Another tag with a bullpen. Let's see. This is a playbill, an evening of dance. And I stuck this in here because I just thought that it was interesting that this was her hair. And this is actually a way to do your hair. It's kind of very similar in my mind. I don't know. Some more pictures. Another tuck spot. This is the, I do believe, the Chrysler Building. It's got the deco art. And this is a two-sided one. And whoops, you're supposed to stay in there. Come on, stay. And this is, I covered this with kind of messed up paper. So again, another journaling spot. And women fighting for the right to vote. And that sticks in here. Another tag goes here. Butterflies stapled together to make another interesting edge. And this is some flowers that came out of that Timmy pack. And another picture that I got out of, I think, from the Library of Congress. I love it. And then I made this, I covered it with paper so you could write on it if you wanted to. Stick that back in there. Another one of my paper dolls, my cloth dolls. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. And another little tag that I made. On this page. And then another one of these things. Open it. And then we have Betty Boop. Boop, boopy doop. And I don't know where I got this sticker, and you can't read it, but I'll read it. The sticker is this. Hi, Sherry. The sticker says, I stir up the cocktails and you stare up, stir. My God, stir up the trouble. I have no idea where I got that sticker. And then I've got some more of these ladies. And then I made a postage stamp edge. The only thing that these postage stamps are not from the era. They're not from the Roaring 20s, but that makes a pretty. And again, all these ideas for the edges came from Natasha at Treasure Books. And it's so that, you have, I put two stamps together, so you have stamps on both sides. Another tag, some more pictures that I found. These are actually wax. Women Army Corps ladies in the background. And here's a political cartoon. Down with inhibitors, liberate the libido. The Liberty Bells, she's cracked. And then here's how vamping chart, not vaping, vamping, vaping. It's spelled the same way, isn't it? But anyway, how to play the piano. You stick this on the piano, and it shows you how to play the piano. New rapid vamping, vaping, vamping. Vamp, I guess. That's how you, I don't know. Now I'm all confused. Another little tag. And then I had some like puffy stuff that I guess, what's that called? Couching. I couched this on with my gold thread. Make another tab. I have nothing there. This was a beautiful piece of lace that I had. So I just glued that on there. And here's another tuck spot. This is F. Fitzgerald and his wife, Zelda. F. Fitzgerald was a very famous writer during this period of time. If you're not familiar with him, he wrote, probably the most famous thing he wrote was The Great Gatsby. And here's some covers from Life magazine. And again, this is one of the booklets that came with the ephemera pack that, oh, okay, thanks. Thanks, Aunt Peg. And this is Mercenary Mary. So she must have been quite the, and she was starring at the London Hippodrome. And this is the program. So this has got all the ads. Schweppes is still around today. And so this is the program of the play. Whoops. No, what is that? And this is, I love this ad, Vitafer, the greatest of all tonic foods. So you got this very, very virile looking guy. So I carried on that theme. This is one of the pictures I cut out of the book that I bought. And this is the Sports Town flannel trousers for the man about town. I could stick something there. It's good thing to go through this and see where you could find ad stuff. Again, this is this blown up. This is all about everyday etiquette, from being bored, how to act like being bored. When you're bored, basically you're saying don't yawn. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Vamp. Yes. I wonder why they call that also for playing the piano. Oh, a little tag. I'll have to find a spot for that. And this was a group effort. That's why I love doing this stuff with people, with you folks, because you always come up with great ideas. And so we suggested that punch holes and then and put some ribbon or string through. And I had some of this, I don't even know what you call it. It came in that slow stitch kit that I got from Johnny. How many years ago did she do that? I'm still finding stuff in there that I didn't know was in there. Okay, all righty. And then here's some more of the Saturday Evening Post headlines, covers, which I made into little journal spots. Tucks in right there. Whoop, whoop. And here's some ads that came out of that. I bought a book called The Roaring 20s, used book, which I proceeded to cut up. And here's a Western Union's thing, and here is a facsimile of a telegram from 1919. And this is Nora Houston. And here's the shoes. I got some shoe stuff, the fashion shoes for 1925. And I stuck it in there so that you could open it like so and see all of the beautiful shoes that you could wear that looked like they were pretty clunky, sturdy. And there's the other side of the shoes. And then this was that lace that I had. Hi, Angie. It was kind of like transparent plastic lace, I guess. Put it on some black paper. Okay. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, I'm not done. This gets glued here, and this gets glued here. Okay, repeal the 18th Amendment. The 18th Amendment is the one that made liquor illegal. The 19th Amendment gave women the right to vote. Stay, I'll glue you in later. And this is an ad. This is from the replica, from the ephemera pack. So this is an ad for Columbia record players. Another pocket and some. This is interesting. Here's a whist, crazy whist. And whist is basically the predecessor of bridge, is based on whist. So whist came first and then bridge. And those of you know I'm taking bridge lessons. We don't have bridge today. We have tomorrow. So we're getting down. Oh, I forgot to glue her in. She goes there. And I'll stick this back here, like crazy whist. And there's another Saturday Evening Post. And then a ticket tab, another idea. And some more tuck spots. And a more journaling cards. Stick those in there like so. This needs to go in here like so. Another page of gentlemen's wear. And then the Charleston and how you do the Charleston from the start. First, second, third, and fourth. This looks like a happy couple. Another picture from the Library of Congress. She's got bouquets, so maybe they just got married. Who knows, right? We can pretend they did. Here's a tuck spot out of this peacock. So I could tuck something there. Here's another tab made out of the rest of those ladies, and I filled in the space with some faux postage stamps that came from one of the digis. And then we have the bathing beauties here. Photographs. Can you imagine swimming in those big flannel suits? How long it would take for that to dry? Well, I guess you didn't stay in it because you had those little cabanas that came out into they were like little wagons that they parked out in the water with little steps, and you'd change into your flannel bathing suit and you'd step out into the water. And then you'd step back into the little cabana, and I imagine you would change immediately. And the end. There she is in all her glory. So, and then when I figure out some cover for her, him, it, whatever, I will cover it. So, probably, I don't know. I've got some material. I've got some Seth Apter material that would kind of look nice. I have, again, this material. It's a 12 by 12 piece of fabric. And I'd have to cut her down. Well, kind of cut her down like, yeah. So I'll have to mess around with it. I'll probably be looking for input during craft and chat. So there you go. Well, thank you. Ugh. Walking me through that. I'm glad it's done. I had a lot of fun doing it. I like the research, that was the fun part. I showed you these. I got these pens. These are refillable acrylic pens. And yeah, so far they work pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. And I filled the white one with white, and I put the chisel tip on it, so I can do dots with it. With the chisel tip, you can't really see. The chisel tip gives you a, you can do little dots with it. So, and then I have the other one that's filled with. Unfortunately, I'm going to probably empty this one out because I filled this one with not black but charcoal, and charcoal is, it's not black; it's like gray. Anyway, so today, what I thought I would do, I have found a new artist. She's not new, believe me. She's been around forever, I guess. But she's a watercolorist and a doodler. Um, Prayers for Rachel. Yeah. I'm hoping you're on the mend or getting better. Did you have eye surgery? Is that what I remember from Dee Dee's? I think I think so. You don't want to overdo your eyes. But that's true. We all need prayers. We all need someone to look over us. Absolutely. So her name is, I don't know. I do. Let me just think. And Nettie, I think most of you are familiar with her. Diane Antoni. Yes, eye surgery. Okay. All righty. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I've got to have cataract surgery within the year or so. That's what the guy keeps on telling me. There's only going to be so many times that they can change my prescription. So her name is Diane, and the last name begins with an A, N, Antoni. She is Australian, I think, but living in Brittany, in France. She's got sheep, and she's a watercolorist. Yeah. I know, you had both of your eyes done. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Marguerite. That's her last name. And then her initials are DAS because it's Diane Antoni Studios. And I just became a patron. So I was watching her the other day, and she did this cutest little drawing. Thank you, Aunt Bex. This cutest little drawing of a little whimsical town, and which I'm going to try to draw something close to that, and then paint it in watercolor. I just bought hi, Mrs. Gigi. I just bought myself a brand new Canson watercolor book. And I just want to do watercolor in here and fill it up. Nice, it's 140-pound watercolor. And so I sharpened my pencil as sharp as I could get it. And let's try to do this. So we started up here, and she kind of drew like a little box around. Now I'm doing it in pencil, and I'm probably going to go over it in pen, but I'm not brave enough to do it right in pen. That's just because I want the ability to erase. So this is kind of, and you probably can't see that, can you? Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can't zoom in a little bit. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's not, okay. What do you think? You can kind of, but then you can't see. Whoop, whoop. Well, it'll be better when I get the pen in. But it is, yeah, okay. Thumbs up would be great. I would appreciate that so much. All right, so then we're going to have like a little, kind of like a little area here. And this will be the road that's coming around. And this is like a little thing that goes in. There's going to be a house here. So that's kind of the walkway to the house. And this road kind of goes up around here. And then it's going to take a left-hand turn here. And there's going to be some mountains up here. And there's going to be a mountain here. And a mountain here, like so, which you can't see. I apologize. And the sun's going to be coming up here. And the road is going to come out around the mountain. Around the mountain. And this is going to come down here like so. And it's going to kind of come in like so. And this kind of ends in here. And then the road kind of goes around like that. And let's see. This is where I get screwed up. This is a pasture. And this comes down around like so. The road comes around. And this goes up here. We'll do that. Erase that. And we'll make the road. See, this is why I knew I was going to need an eraser. So, yeah, let me just erase this. Sorry. And this kind of comes around like so. And let's do this. The fact that I am drawing in front of people, it's just, okay. This is the road here. Okay. Yeah, that'll be the road. So we got here's the road, and it goes over the mountain, and you come down here. It's a little narrow curve here, so you're going to widen that up a little bit. Like so. And then this kind of goes in like that. And there's going to be a house here. And let me just, I don't like that. This is again like the frame. All right. All right. Well, thank you, Nettie. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in black in ink so you can see this, at least this part of it. Okay. All right. Let's make sure. Hopefully, you have a pen that works, right? Yeah. Okay. Then you'll at least be able to see the other stuff, and hopefully. Oh yeah, you can see that. That's much better. There's going to be a little house here. Mm-hmm. And we're going to come down The road's going to go over the mountain and into the sunset. And the neat thing was when you're watching, oh, she does some of the most beautiful watercolors. And she uses my favorite watercolors, the Kurtaki watercolors, which I love. I have the 48 set, and I have the Art Nouveau set. And this is kind of like the frame of this. Whoops. And I made a mistake. I bought, Kurtaki has a graphite set of watercolors. There's 6 colors and they're graphite. And I thought I would be a wise guy. And I bought the knockoff. It does. Yes, it does. And I bought the knockoff. And don't buy the knockoff. I don't know what I saved. I saved a couple of bucks, right? By going cheap. And they're not the same, That was stupid. So, because I was messing around with them, because that was one of the things I was thinking about doing. She does a whole watercolor session with just using the graphite ones. And she does paints what she does with circles. Oh my God. Circles, amazing. And then of course how she doodles on them, and she uses, is it Signo? I can't remember. It's the name of a company that makes white pens, and we all have trouble with the white jelly pen, jelly, whatever they're called. Half the time they don't work. And but decorates them with gold and black, and it's just gorgeous. And the colors, oh my Lord. This one that I'm doing here is from a year ago. I just want to clean that up because that's just going to drive me crazy. Look what I did. Oh well. Hey, it's not upside down yet, right? Uniball. Yes, that's it. That's the brand. She seems to have a lot of luck with that brand. So I don't have any of those. I've got every other thing. I've got the jelly plate, not jelly plate, jelly, the jelly pens. All right. I just had to clean that up. Okay, here we go. Now, let's draw a little house. There's going to be a house right about here. So let's put that here. Start with the roof. Again, this is not meant to be real. It's just meant to be cartoonish. And we'll put this down like so. And like so. And we'll draw some windows. Some windows here. My windows will be a little wonky. And I guess, we're going to have some, and then we have this little house over here. A little ranch. Oops. Some windows. A door would be nice. Okay. And of course, we've got to have some trees. So put a nice tree back here. And a bigger tree here. And how about another big tree here? And this house is going to have like a more traditional tree. And in the backyard of this house, hi, Yolande. Remember, Becky comes on 1-ish, right, Becky? 1:30-ish? And Yolande comes on at 2:30, and she has Kathy Arbor as a guest today, which will be awesome. So in the backyard here, we have, are you ready for it? Little beehives. So my guess is that Diane must have beehives. I started to say it's really neat when you are watching her draw. You can hear the dogs walking on the hard floor, and you can hear they've got a rooster because you can hear the rooster crowing in the background. The rooster is very vocal. And so, but the neat thing I like, okay, over here we got a little knoll. Okay. And on this knoll is we have a couple of apple trees. Some apples on the ground. And you can hear the rooster crowing in the background, which I think is so funny. And we'll do some doodling here. And we got that there. And in the front yard here, these are supposed to be chickens. And we got that tree. And then we're going to do some doodling over here to fill this area in. So we're going to do like this. Just doodling. It doesn't make any sense. It's just a doodle. I'm going to doodle on the road. And we're going to do some spirals. Not that our roads would have that, but you never know, right? So we're going to do some doodling across the road. And we've got some rainbow action going across the house. So we'll do some of that. So you're just going to like doodle. Bye, Safia. Got to feed the little ones. And let me see if I can't fix that up a little bit. I kind of screwed that up. So let's do this. You figure if you start something like this, you can just go forever and just keep on adding stuff to it. Put a little window there. Okay. Now, there's really nothing here. Maybe make this tree a little bigger. And we got the beehive. Now over here, we have a little a little thatched hut. And got some flowers in the yard. I like these kind of flowers because these are easy to draw. You can just, you don't have to look like anything but some flowers, right? And we have a little clothesline here. And we got our laundry hanging out. No underwear. That would be funny. A little piece of. So we got the laundry. And then we've got like a fence. With a gate. And we got some sheeps. Oops. And some ears. She said, always draw your sheep with their heads down because that's what they're doing. They're always grazing. So you can start with the head down first and then just kind of give them a couple of ears, a couple of legs. So we got some sheep grazing. Hi, Lisa, welcome. I'm drawing I'm just drawing a thing. A little whimsical kind of village type of thing. So let's put some sheeps over here. Sheeps, they're not sheeps, they're sheep. He didn't get his head down. She does some really cute watercolor drawings of her sheep, and they all have names. And she did the neatest thing. Hi, Tori. She, they shone the, what's that called? Well, you know, they not shave. They don't shave the sheep. They shorn them, right? Shorn the sheep. And then, of course, she makes that into her own wool, which is really neat. And then obviously knits and makes stuff out of her shorn stuff. So over here around the corner here, we have a church. Okay. So there'll be sheep in the backyard of the church, which is a good thing. So then the church sexton doesn't have to mow the lawn because the sheep do that. So the sheep will mow the lawn for you. We had weeder geese, and they ate the weeds around the pond. So, but geese are pretty dumb. Now you can see this is not in proportion, and it's a good thing it doesn't have to be in proportion because then I would be totally, lost. So I'll just put a little pathway here, and we'll put another one of these trees behind the church. And we need something here, but I don't know. Oh, some flowers. We'll put some flowers in here. And of course, this is all going to be watercolored. And I'm going to use the Kurtaki watercolors. And let's do, we can do some more doodling in the road. So let's do some doodling in the road. Doodle on down the road. This will be fun to paint. You can make it. Okay. And let's do some twirlies. Those are big rocks in the road. So it's all going to be doodled up. Bye, Angie. Take care. Is it nap time? Maybe it is. So over here, there's going to be a garage. As an auto repair. So I'll do this here like so. And you're going to have big garage doors. And I guess a little door to the office. I went and actually had my oil. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's just it's a made up whimsical little drawing that I'm inspired by a watercolorist by the name of Diane Antoni. And she did this, and then it's all going to get watercolored in. So here's the garage door. I'm going to have a car. So I'm going to draw a kind of a car. All right, here we go. There. Now I will kind of paint. Yeah, anyway. And there's another car here too. So, and I'm going to have to paint out that black line, but here's another car. I should make it like a Volkswagen. No, it looks like a German helmet. Oh my God, Ian. Okay, there. We got a couple of cars zipping around, and we got a couple of, I'm not even sure what these are. Oh, there are power lines. Because you have to have electricity, right? And then what I have on the power lines is you have birds. So we got some birds sitting on the power lines. Well, you see them down here in the wintertime, you know, the power lines, they're just covered with birds. These are really weird looking birds, but I keep on trying to tell you. I went to get the oil changed in my car. I don't go anywhere. The car was bought in 2021. Hi, Miriam. Boy, it's got to be late for you. Thanks for stopping in. Um, I bought the car new in 2021, right? So, I know Citroen. That's a French car. Yep. I had some friends that had a Citroen. Uh, we got a tree back here. And we got some other houses along the road. We'll make them tall houses just because we can. So getting back to my car, right? Okay, so it's bought in 2021, so it's 3 years old. Hi, Lydia. And I have 5,470 miles on this car. That's it. It's basically its first oil change. So, and the guy was laughing. So he asked me what kind of oil. Well, it's 3 grades of oil. I said, oh, put the best in it. So I had the best put in. The days of 1995 oil changes are long gone. I got the high grade synthetic with taxes, $112 to change the oil in my car. But I tell you what, the creepiest thing is you stay in your car, right? And they don't lift you up on a lift anymore. There's like a basement, I guess, for a better word, or a cellar below the car. So I'm talking to the guy, and he's, selling me the oil, and he's checking the air filter. And of course, the air filter looks like it's brand new. He said, well, you don't need anything, just the oil. And I said, okay, great. And all of a sudden I can pit. Thank you. That's the word, pit. All of a sudden I can feel the car like shaking. And I said, is there someone down there? And he said, yeah. And so there's a guy down there who is actually draining the oil. And I said, oh my gosh, what do you have to do to get that, that gig? I said, who have you pissed off to be down they called it down below. So he said, no, we just rotate. You're either up above or down below, I guess. Your dad has a pit in his garage? Yeah. So it was funny though, because the car was shaking as he was changing it, and technician. Yeah. And then while I was there, some guy came looking for work. So that slowed the whole process up. But anyway, then I went and had the car washed. And what this place used to have, they used to do a like, not a full detail of the car, but they did a really nice inside outside where they'd wash the windows inside and outside. Not that they would turn the windows inside and out. And they would vacuum the interior and they would dry it. And and that was like, I don't know, for about $50. Well, they no longer do that. So I was kind of disappointed. Hi, Christopher. I bought your book on Amazon. I guess that's a pre-order. I don't know when it's coming. I'm very excited though for you and for having the book and knowing the author. That's very exciting. I don't know. I haven't met too many authors in my travels, so to speak. I am attempting to draw like a little kind of not realistic town with cars that are not proportional. This is a garage, and I was just talking about getting my oil changed. So these guys, I guess they must get a commission, because the other guy, one of the other techs, they had trouble getting off the filter, the oil filter. And he said from the manufacturer, from the factory, they put them on so tight that sometimes they can't get them off. And I'm thinking, oh, great. But they were able to get it off, and the car was rattling, and the other guy went down in the pit down below to help him get it off. So the other technician came over. I mean, what can he sell me? The car is brand new. So he's trying to sell me some gasoline additive to put into my gasoline to keep the fuel pump clean. And I said, no, not today. But, he said, oh, okay. So I figured I didn't really need that. Now, there's some cows in here. Now, the question is, I don't know whether I can draw cows. So I'm going to try those in pencils. One pencil. And all right. She did it very simply, like a little bloop, and then a bigger bloop, and then some eyes, obviously, and 2 nostrils, and some horns. And the cow's butt goes up in the rear. I think that's a long-waisted cow. See, a little go up in the air and then come down, and then like this, and like so. And we'll give her an udder because she's utterly beautiful. Does that look like an udder? Does that look like a cow? Can you see it? She could be a lot bigger though, but I'm not. I'll make her the baby, and hi Janet, I'll make another one a little bit bigger. It's not too bad, I guess. Oh, we'll give her some spots, right? Okay, let me try to do her in ink. Aha, I like me just moved into it. Yes, thank you. I just moved. Move. All right, let's do this. And I can make her a little bit bigger here. Those are her horns, so she's got to have ears coming out the side. And there's her nostrils. Oh, well. She's slightly deformed. But that's okay. We love her anyway. Let's see if we can't draw another one over here. Because we can't just have one cow. They would be lonely, wouldn't they? That one's actually a little bit better, I think. Utterly wonderful. Thank you, guys. Yes. Yes, utterly, whatever. Utterly something, that's for sure, right? I think I'm gonna stop it too. And we'll give her 2. So we get 2 cows. We should probably have some grass in the field, right? Little tufts of grass. We got to have flowers, right? Little flowers. And maybe let's do like another rolling hill type of thing here. And maybe we'll have a hedge. Hedges were like big fences. I mean, especially where this woman lives. Another fence up here, maybe a piece of fence. More sheep. Heads down. Ears. Whoops. I went to Ireland one year in the spring. And as we were driving across the countryside of Ireland, all you could see were baby sheep all over the place. They were just bouncing all over the place. They were so cute. And I screwed this guy up, so he's going to be a black sheep. Because every once in a while, there would be a little black lamb. They were just so cute. They were everywhere. It seemed like if anybody had just a little piece of land, there was a sheep. All right, so that's kind of some more flowers. Now we need another. Oh, yes. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, gotcha. Will do. Will do. How about like right here? Thank you, Yolande. That's a stone wall. I'm so. Do you have stone walls where you are, Yolande? My grandparents lived in New England. They lived in Rhode Island. And in New England, there's stone walls everywhere. Everywhere. Oh, yes, chimneys. They all need chimneys. Even this little weird thing. I forgot the chimneys. Thank you. They all need chimneys. And how about some smoke? Okay. Yeah, my grandparents, their house in Rhode Island had a stone wall in the backyard. And that's what they did. I mean, well, I don't know what that was going to be. Oh my God. It'll be a rock. Okay. Just a rock in the middle of the field. Okay. We'll have some rocks out here. The farmer hasn't cleared yet. We'll do some doodling out there, I guess. And I'm going to put another house, let's do this. And we're going to put another house here. a chimney, and a tree. And we're going to have some, like a pasture back out here. So we're going to just kind of maybe another piece of fence, maybe another random sheep. Maybe a chicken. Free range chickens, eggs for everybody. They just have to go. Oh my gosh, really? They sold the stones? Huh. That is really weird. Well, in New England, the soil was, I mean, the soil was very rocky. So the poor guys, they would go to clear a field and they would literally pull all the, boulders and rocks out of the field and then make walls for their farm. So they were all basically, they were walls around like quarter acre, a half an acre of land. That's interesting. That's very interesting that there was even a market for that. I mean, you can't tell me they're not. Well, I guess there are rocks somewhere. I mean, I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's rocks here. I mean, there's a huge rock. My neighbor has a huge rock in her garden, like it's like a garden feature. I laugh when I see pallets of rocks at the farmers. Scotland has stone walls also. Thank you, Christopher. It's kind of, it's just kind of one of those, you can just doodle away. Oh my gosh, I gotta go. Becky, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to continue to play with this. And when I get it done and I get it painted up, I will post a picture of it. And thank you so much for being here. And Becky's coming on, I do believe. And then Devin and Kathy Arbor. Oh, okay. All right. And Becky's coming on at 1:30. All right. So bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. I always appreciate the thumbs up on the way out. If you haven't given me the finger, you can give me the finger on the way out. So have a good week. If you can't be good, be careful and be interesting. Bye, Ruth.